Park rangers at Council Grounds State Park in Merrill are gearing up for the busy weekend today. And Newsline 9's Stacey Springob was there. She joins us from the control center and she has the story for us. Stacey.
This weekend marks the start of another busy summer for Council Grounds State Park. I talked to park rangers about what to expect on the grounds this season. It was a quiet scene today at Council Grounds, but it won't be that way much longer. This state park is completely booked for Memorial Day weekend. Some campers even booked their site 11 months in advance. Park rangers tell me campers are ready to spend their time outdoors, and campers say bring on the nice weather.
It's just such a beautiful day, and this is such a nice park. In fact, we just got back from a bike ride. It was just a great time.
Looped all around the whole park and went down to the lake and went by the dam.
Park rangers say visitors aren't from just Wisconsin, but all over the country. This weekend there will be campers from numerous parts of the Midwest. Park rangers tell me it's important for campers to remember bug spray and sunscreen if they plan to spend the weekend outside. In the control center, Stacey Springob, Newsline 9. The Spencer FFA taught 3rd and 4th graders about agriculture by giving the students a hands-on experience. I joined the lessons and I learned more about this annual event. About 2,500 students are enrolled in the summer sessions at UW-Stevens Point. Some of the classes include student projects, independent study, and thesis work, and more than 200 students are studying abroad. Melissa?
Newsline 9's Stacey Springob talked to Wisconsin WPS officials. She joins us now from the control center with the story. Stacey.
Customers say they're getting calls about not paying their bills on time. They're being told if they don't pay their bills with a credit or prepaid card, their service will shut off in an hour. If you receive a questionable phone call, WPS is advising you to ask the caller for their name and phone number. From there, WPS wants to know about it. They ask that you give them a call. Officials also want that information shared with the Department of Agriculture and Trade. A WPS spokesperson says receiving a phone call at all could be a first sign of a problem.
That's not the way that we do things. When we do disconnections or somebody is up for a disconnection, they are notified in writing, so they know what's going on. They're aware of things on their bill, past due notices.
Officials say the scam is happening across the state. Both residential and commercial customers have reported getting the calls. Public service officials can't stress enough, if you do get a concerning call, hang up or collect the person's information and immediately call the Wisconsin Public Service Customer Service Line. You can find that number on our website at WAOW.com. In the control center, Stacey Springob, Newsline 9. If you've ever dreamed at working at Lambeau Field, that dream just might become a reality. Lambeau Field is now taking applications for the upcoming season. Food isn't the only thing they supply here. They also have a great supply of clothing and home goods. The fair is also a time for 4-H members to showcase their talents. Kenneth Chu says he's excited to go to Hong Kong because it's his home. The summer months have been a little bit cooler than what we're used to. Farmers are hopeful that the fall months will be a lot warmer. In Portage County, Stacey Springob, Newsline 9. If you're interested in applying for a job at Lambeau Field, head over to our website at WAOW.com. At Lambeau Field, Stacey Springob, Newsline 9.
Wondering what to do for lunch today? Newsline 9's Stacey Springob joins us live from a brat fry in Weston where they're grilling for a cause. Stacey?
Hi, well, I am here and the cooking is just getting underway at the Brokaw Credit Union Brat Fry at Schofield Avenue in Weston. It starts at 11 and is going to 1:30. You can get anything from brats, burgers, chips, and soda for just a few dollars, and the proceeds go to a good cause, the Children's Miracle Network. Everything today is going to be grilled by Brokaw Credit Union employees, and if you're feeling really hungry or just want to have a group of people, you can get an advance order. Just call 2 hours in advance and they will get that ready for you. Now, I'm feeling kind of hungry myself. I'm going to go get a bite to eat and we'll throw it back to you, Nate.
Newsline 9's Stacey Springob visited the busy restaurant today and she's joining us live from Who Hot. She's inside the restaurant with all the details.
Well, Melissa, even though Who Hot opens on Thursday, today and Wednesday are being used for the employees to practice their skills and gain some experience. If you've been past Target or Goodwill, you'll probably notice that there's some construction next to those buildings. That's because there's a new restaurant coming in called Pizza Ranch. It's a growing franchise in Wisconsin, and owners tell me they're hoping to be open by early September. Pizza Ranch is a buffet-style restaurant, and it's more than just pizza. The restaurant will be serving up chicken, potatoes, fried favorites, and desserts, along with a salad bar. 4-H members said if they could give one piece of advice to new fairgoers, they'd advise everyone to check out their show animals and projects in the stables and youth building besides just going on all the rides. Now, this is the 100th year of 4-H in Marathon County, so they're having an event here at the youth building on Saturday, but you can check out other decorations here at the youth building starting tomorrow. Live in Wausau, Stacey Springob, Newsline 9. Weekday prices begin at $8.99 for an all-you-can-eat bowl, and they don't make reservations, but you can call ahead an hour and they will put you on a wait list. And again, Who Hot opens on Thursday at 11 a.m. The fair starts tomorrow and runs through Sunday. If you'd like any more information on the 4-H events, you can log on to our website at WAOW.com. Live in Wausau, Stacey Springob, Newsline 9.
Packers fans got a chance to golf with the current and former players while fighting cancer. The Ridges Golf Course in Wisconsin Rapids hosted the Swing Against Cancer fundraiser. 4-person teams got to golf with former Packers players Johnny Gray, George Kuntz, and Chris Jackie, and current cornerback Jarrett Bush.
Have a good cause for it, to play some golf and give some funding to those in need. So like I said, I think the more people, the more funding, more sponsors, I think that will sustain year after year.
They get rub elbows with them and talk with them, watch them swing a club. It's been great.
School and the sponsors also ate lunch and attended a banquet with the players. The event had 26 teams for its first year, but the goal is to fill the entire course in the future. Organizers say the money raised will go to 6 cancer survivors to help with their medical expenses. Columbus Catholic High School in Marshfield welcomed back an alumni football star who taught young athletes about that game. Super Bowl champion and former New York Giants offensive lineman Rick Seubert led a youth football camp at his home field. 240 elementary and middle school athletes took part in the camp, where they got to practice with the pro himself and also learn about the basics.
This is where I grew up, but it's just easy to get back and to see the smile on these kids' faces just by meeting me or just talking about football and the questions they have. It makes me happy to come back and do this.
Sure, the kids look up to him, and this is the 4th year that he's coached the camp. The money raised from the event goes to his charity benefiting cardiac patients. Seubert says as long as the Marshfield area is willing to host the event, he'll be back to coach it each and every year.
Hi, I'm Nancy Youssef. The school year is finally coming to a close, and students are excited to be done making up time for all of those snow days. Newsline 9's Stacey Springob has the story.
After being stuck indoors all these past winter months, these kids are excited to finally be able to say school's out. Lincoln Elementary students in Wausau race to the finish line, but their adrenaline rush is from getting to be outside. Teachers and staff are happy to create outdoor activities for the students after the cold winter months.
It was a long winter. The kids were inside. They did a great job. We did some indoor recess times in the gym where we got them moving and doing some aerobics and some walking and some running on some of those long stretches of cold days.
The students have not forgotten the hardships of living through such brutal winter.
We couldn't move around and we couldn't be active.
Wausau schools had 3 snow days this year, which is why they are getting out later than other surrounding schools.
My sister, she got out on Friday, and it was kind of sad because she has got to do a lot of fun stuff while I have been at school. But I'm kind of still excited about it because I still get to have fun with my friends at school and play with them.
The students are already realizing the benefits of warm weather.
We don't have to get all kinds of stuff on when it's all cold, and sometimes we just have to stay inside.
And they are starting to take advantage of the summer season.
I like doing the monkey bars a lot. It's just fun to be outside too.
As the school year comes to a close, these students will certainly have plenty of time to enjoy the summer weather. In Wausau, Stacey Springob, Newsline 9.
All of those kids are so cute. Now, the logjam was a way for the students to also raise money for the summer school program. They ended up raising $400 in today's event.
WAOW is bringing its Mongolian cuisine to Rib Mountain, but even a chain restaurant like this one takes a lot of work to get ready for opening day of business. That's why VIP guests are getting access and free food Tuesday and Wednesday before the grand opening. This sold-out event helps staff get used to big business.
It gives our staff an opportunity to practice everything that we've been teaching for a week. We've got both ends that some are picking it up extremely easy, and then even those that have been doing this a long time have been able to help and coach.
WAOW, which is headquartered in Montana, has restaurants in 16 states. Wausau's new restaurant is the 7th in Wisconsin. The trial run allows cooks to practice serving up dishes and servers to memorize the menus. Tuesday's lunchtime crowd kept workers busy as they learned their new jobs.
Today's pretty hectic. I mean, it's first VIP day, so everyone's kind of new with it. I mean, we're getting the hang of it though. The customers are great. Most of them have not been to WAOW before, so we kind of explain everything to them.
So here at WAOW, we get to create your own recipe of a stir fry.
Katie adds sausage and noodles to her bowl. Then she grabs some veggies and sauce to her creation before heading over to watch it sizzle on the grill.
All right, there you go, ma'am. Enjoy.
Thank you. Looks good.
The restaurant says that money raised from the sale of drinks and desserts during the practice days, an expected $2,000, gets donated to area firefighters. One early review of the restaurant is positive.
It's absolutely delicious, so very good.
Welcome back. Children in Wausau time traveled back to the future to learn about science. Newsline 9's Stacey Springob visited the Weird Science Show to learn more about the wacky presentation.
Hello everybody, it is I, Einstein, the world's cutest little bunny rabbit, yeah.
Fire, balloons, and a bunny rabbit were just a few of the components of the science experiments children got to see at the Marathon County Public Library's Weird Science Show. Performer Doc Ron from Appleton kept kids laughing and intrigued.
Well, I came up with the idea a couple of years ago. I'm a big fan of the movie Back to the Future, and I kind of do an impersonation of Doc Brown from Back to the Future. 1.21 gigawatts, Marty!
Doc Ron puts his love of science and education together for his show. He uses balloons to show how heat contracts and expands, and fire to change sugar into energy. His act includes a spiral image, a catapult, and a furry friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a great big round of applause for my other helper, my friend Einstein the bunny!
I liked when the bunny hopped right out of the pan and it was on fire.
They get science at school, but sometimes science at schools might not be able to be presented in more of a fun way, a wacky way that I do. Having them actually watch a live performance, I think, is beneficial to them.
Although students are on summer vacation, all these experiments really had them thinking.
Science can't be a small thing. Small science is only what you think.
But there is one message Doc Ron cares about most.
Just that science is fun and science is cool. I mean, you have Big Bang Theory. Everybody knows that science is cool nowadays. Hopefully, maybe I'll be able to influence some of them to maybe go on and do some experiments when they get a little bit older.
In Wausau, Stacey Springob, Newsline 9.
Farmers across Wisconsin are seeing delayed growth of crops and having trouble getting any hay harvested. In southern Wisconsin, strong winds and heavy rains have damaged some crops there. The constant rain is keeping central Wisconsin farmers from their fields, and Newsline 9's Stacey Springob talked to experts about the problems. She has the story for us.
The weather has not been on Wisconsin farmers' good side.
We really need some good old-fashioned sunshine, and there's no substitute for that.
Recent storms in southern Wisconsin have caused damage to corn crops. The USDA reports 21% of the state's corn crop is in fair or poor condition.
I have friends that live down in southern Wisconsin and everything like that, and with this wet weather, I mean, it's been pretty hard on them. It's going to really set back the corn and the soybeans.
Central Wisconsin has been struggling too.
The last decent day that we had would be 2 weeks ago on Saturday. Everything has just been at a standstill. I mean, the weather has been humid.
When you look at the different types of soil in Wisconsin, Wausau and the Madison area share a more clay-based soil. But then when you look at Stevens Point, it has a more porous soil that lets the water seep through. That's why when we have rain damage, it's so much heavier on places like Wausau and Madison. Experts say increased water intensity decreases soil oxygen levels. Like humans, plants need to breathe.
It's not only the corn and the beans that are affected by this, it's also the hay production crop that's in effect. Because right now a lot of farmers are cutting first crop, and so when the rain comes, it affects the drying out of the hay.
So what does this mean for the crops later in the season?
You know, if we do have a lot of drownouts like that, you're going to see the price of corn and soybeans and stuff, you know, go up, and that's going to lead to higher food prices. We're still pretty reliant on Mother Nature, and just got to work when you can.
In Marathon County, Stacey Springob, Newsline 9.
Farm experts say that statewide there were only 2 days last week that were suitable to do farm work.